This video is brought to you guys by BetUS. BetUS has all your betting needs, and I know y'all. The Cowboy season is over, but I will say this. The Cowboys are going to play the Commanders hard, maybe try to place. It wouldn't really be a spoiler because if the Cowboys do beat the Commanders, they have to go play Philly, and I know that the Commanders don't want to go play Philly, so they're going to play hard as well to a point. If Micah starts getting sacks, and they start tearing up that offensive line, they're going to pull Jaden Daniels. So I would probably play that game. I would probably take that 6. If that's my play, I'm going to make that play. But, you know, because we're 6-point dogs. So, but anyway, BetUS has that. They have the playoffs are coming up for the NFL. You have the college football playoff, which has been really exciting. And then obviously you have the NBA, which is heating up. So BetUS has all your betting needs. Okay, we got to talk about Trevyon Henderson because I have thoughts. Let's get into his scouting report. When I put my running back rankings out in the beginning of this draft cycle, I had Trevyon Henderson ranked number 8. I had Quinshon Judkins ranked number 4. I kind of want to flip that now. And I think I want to flip it because what I've seen Trevyon Henderson do over this college football playoff has been nothing short of spectacular. Now, he's not going to be a guy because of this system that is going to have a 100-yard game, 150-yard game because Ohio State, they run a true two-back system. You get this drive, you get the next drive. That's what the deal was when Quinshon Judkins transferred into Ohio State from Ole Miss. He was coming here because he wanted to play on a better team. He wanted to make sure that he got that recognition. And it's real. This Ohio State roster is the truth. But I got to tell you, what I've seen on film from Treyveon Henderson is nothing short of spectacular. Now, let's crunch a few numbers here because when I went back, I'm watching, I'm like, man, he looks more explosive. He looks like to be the guy where it's like Judkins, I had him as a more explosive player coming in. I don't know if that's the case anymore, and I want to crunch some numbers. This is the whole NCAA. Explosive runs over 10 or more yards. Treyveon Henderson's number 1. Yards after contact in the NCAA. Treyveon Henderson is number 5 with 4.17 after contact. That's a real thing. And then when you look at him versus Oregon, 11 yards a carry versus Tennessee, 8 yards a carry, 29-yard touchdown, 68-yard touchdown. The Tennessee game is the one because that's a SEC defense, a really good defense. Oregon, they've kind of gotten had a few times this year, but the Tennessee game, that's the one that was cold. He was running away from that defense. He had a run where it's counter, and, you know, he hit it front side. It wasn't there. He hit it out the back door, and he ran away from that whole Tennessee defense, SEC speed. And I just think that when you watch this guy play, and let's talk about some of his strengths. When you watch this guy play, the start-stop ability is unreal. Like, it's there. The ability to make guys missing space is there. But I like the home run ability. When you talk about this Cowboys team, we don't have a run over 30 yards. We don't have a run over 30 yards. Like, that's just the fact. And that's why I said there are teams that just don't respect this run game. Yes, they'll give Rico, hey, Rico, run the ball, cool. We don't mind it. If that's your team, if you're watching this and you're watching this scouting report and you say, you know what, we have a good running back, but we don't have a guy that can get in the box. That's what Treyveon Henderson can do. Another thing that I really like, he's a really good pass catcher. Now, I think that one of his weaknesses is a strength and a weakness. I think that he doesn't run the full route tree as a pass catcher, but some of that could be the offense. Some of that could be the weapons that he's with. Jeremiah Smith, Emeka Egbuka, another player who I really love. Those are your guys. So you don't need to really use him in a pass catching role. I love Quinshon Judkins. I think that he might be even a better pass catcher than Quinshon Judkins. Now, what I do want to see him do, and we talk about his weaknesses, I do want to see him lower his shoulder a little bit better and be better as a pass blocker. They're not going to put you out there. No team is going to put you out there if you're getting the quarterback killed in pass pro. Other than that, Treyveon Henderson has some really good stuff. And when we talk about this playoff run, you talk about these running backs, Ashton Jeanty, he did not struggle versus Penn State. He's still my number 1 running back. They were clearly outmatched. And people have to remember this. When you talk about Jeanty, he could have transferred this offseason. He wanted to stay and finish the drill. You talk about a guy like Cam Scatterbo. Cam Scatterbo helped himself possibly if he runs a fast 40. But these playoff runs matter to teams. Jeanty, he's fine, okay? People don't understand this. He forced 19 missed tackles versus a really good Penn State defense. He was getting hit behind the line, still making stuff happen, ended up with a 100-yard gain. It's so funny, like, he's gotten to the point that he's so good that we'll minimize a 100-yard gain. It's just crazy. And Cam Scatterbo helped himself, running with power, running with physicalness. But I got to tell you, who's helped himself more than both of those guys? Treyveon Henderson, he looks the part as long as he can stay healthy, because he did have injuries in 2022, 2023. I think this guy is now a cemented second-round player. The speed is real. The vision is real. The patience is real. The only thing that I want to see more is just finishing runs. But again, when you talk about this yards after contact metric, now it's kind of tricky. So you guys let me know what you guys think about Treyveon Henderson. Would he be a good 1-2 back? Gibbs, Montgomery. 1-2, not he's the 1 and he's the 2. No, he's the 1-1A, meaning he's a part of the offense. I think that's how you have to use Treyveon Henderson in the NFL. I think that a smart team will draft him and use him just that way. It's your boy Foots as always. Thank you all for liking, sharing, and subscribing. What do you guys think about this video? What do you guys think about Treyveon Henderson? Draft prospect videos, 2 a week. We're here now. All right, it's the new year. Took some time, be with the family. I did that. It was a great holiday time. Back to work, back to work, back to work. All right, love you guys. Peace.